Hi, this is Mike Barrios of Integrity Home Finance. Our topic of discussion today will be the new 2010 Good Faith Estimate. It will modify the way we do business and impact our closings if we're not careful. The thing about change is that it's not always bad. In fact, in some cases, it can be good, even welcomed. So before we talk about the changes to the new GFE, let's talk about how we got here. In November 2008, HUD published its final rule amending the Regulation X of the Real Estate Settlement Procedures Act, RESPA. The final rule included significant changes to the good faith estimate. The changes were done with two major objectives in mind. The first, to provide an enhanced sense of transparency to each transaction. The old GFE could be used to disguise and hide fees. The second objective is to standardize the disclosure of fees across the industry. Each lender, depending on the origination software, used to have a slightly different looking GFE in appearance. The new GFE seeks to keep the visual display of the information constant across all lenders. Here's the initial page of the new GFE. You'll notice it's different in many ways. It's also different in a few other ways. First of all, the new GFE is 3 pages, expanded from the original single sheet breakdown of fees. Second, certain costs are bundled together rather than itemized per the original GFE. The most glaring example of this is the title and escrow fees, normally itemized, are now lumped together in a single GFE entry. Third, the new GFE does not denote who is paying closing costs. If you're working on a transaction where the seller or lender is picking up a portion of the cost, there's no place to distinguish that. It simply appears as though the borrower is still responsible for all closing costs associated with the loan, even if it's not true. Probably the most evident change with the new GFE is the fact the monthly payment is completely omitted from it being reported. Since a monthly payment is often the focal point of each borrower, it's unfortunate the payment is not on the GFE. Along those same lines, a new GFE also does not indicate the particular mortgage program associated with the loan. The loan program and monthly payment, two giant factors, are not on the new good faith estimate. Finally, we saved the biggest change for last. Unlike the previous GFE, which could change many times with the loan, the new GFE is binding and can only be changed under certain circumstances. The first circumstance under which the new GFE can change is an act of God, war, disaster, or other emergency. The new GFE can also change under the following: information particular to the borrower or transaction that was relied on in providing the GFE that changes or is found to be inaccurate after the GFE is provided. This may include some type of change with the credit, the amount of the loan, the estimated value of the property, or any other information used in providing the GFE. The new information particular to the borrower or transaction was not relied on in providing the GFE, or other circumstances that are particular to the borrower or transaction, including boundary disputes, the need for flood insurance, or any other problems with the structure of the property. There are a few more stipulations regarding the new GFE. The new GFE can't be issued without a complete application. A complete application consists of the 6 following items: name, social security number, monthly income, subject property address, estimated subject property value, and loan amount. Another stipulation in the new GFE is how much certain fee categories can change throughout the process. Settlement charges that cannot increase are origination charges, including broker fees, borrower's credit or charge for specific interest rate chosen. Settlement charges that can increase up to 10%, require services selected by the lender, title services, and lender's title insurance. Settlement charges that can increase without restriction, required services that borrower shops for, title services, and lender's title insurance. owner's title insurance, where the borrower does not use companies identified by the loan officer, initial deposit for escrow deposit, daily interest charges, or homeowner's insurance. So how do we move forward through these new changes? What strategies can we employ to ensure our transactions don't suffer as a result of these new changes? First, we need to work with a team environment that has become critical and knows exactly what they're talking about with these new regulations. We need to work closely with the realtor, our internal staff, assistants, processors, underwriters, and the closing agents to ensure fees are reported correctly and timelines are on time. Weekly status reports, daily communication on each new nuance, and pipeline meetings simply have to happen to ensure compliance and swift transactions. Along those same lines, we need to refine our process. How do we communicate to our clients, referral partners, and staff? The steps we take when working on and double checking our files. What do we need to do? Where do hang-ups happen? Are fees being missed? What can we do to alleviate these mistakes and create an overall smooth process? In closing, change is good for our borrowers and good for the industry. The new GFE represents a tremendous opportunity for our business, a renewed opportunity to become the experts for our clients and guide them through the increasing minefield of what's becoming increasingly difficult transactions. If you have any questions or you'd like this presented to your office, please call us at 909-945-8155. Thank you.